Good evening. It is Saturday night. We decided to take a little trip to Animal Kingdom just for about an hour or so. It was super nice. We parked in the parking lot, and then a cast member picked me up on his golf cart and drove me to the entrance. It's the second time this ever happened to me, but it was super nice. A little visit to the Tree of Life. So nice on this evening. Hello, Bambi. It says the Kilimanjaro safaris will be open until 6:15 p.m. tonight, so that is why we are headed there. It says 15 minutes. It is 5:52 right now. Let's see how long it takes. Love no line. It is 5:53. It's a walk-on.
Remain fully seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. But I think that about covers it, and we already have our final all clear from the warden, so welcome to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Our first stop here is the Little Aturi Forest, which is going to be home to some pretty shy and reclusive animals that tend to be very good, but that is considered to be small for a rhino. And they have a triangular shaped top lip, which is also that prehensile. It is also kind of funny for an animal that spends most of their time in the water. Hippos don't usually choose to swim. Instead, they're going to walk or run along the bottoms of the rivers, and that's because they're pretty dense. They weigh upwards of about 5,005. Oh, I should have helped them to cool off, just like the elands do that. And the Ankole cattle are also known as the Watusi cattle. That's because they were first discovered and domesticated by the Watusi tribe over 2,000 years ago. And they did serve as an important symbol of wealth among members of the tribe. So the more you had, the wealthier you were seen to be. And these are the wildebeest. Out in the wild, wildebeest are known to travel in groups of as many as hundreds of thousands of individuals at a single time, while they make their great migration, during which they'll travel anywhere from about 500 to 1,000 miles, usually in search of a better food or water source. Again, them the tallest land animals in the world. And giraffes typically eat for about 16 to 20 hours a day, so along with travel time, they only have about 30 minutes left for sleep, and they usually split that up into about 5-minute intervals throughout the day. And you'll normally see them doing most, if not all, of their daily activities, standing up, including sleeping, because that is the least vulnerable position for them. So they only lay down if they're really tired or if they're in an area where they're comfortable to do so, like on a protected reserve like this one. There are a lot of blood vessels in those ears, so that helps them to cool off. They can actually bring their body temperatures down by about 15 degrees just by doing that. Kind of see the veins running through their ears. And these are two female elephants. They're a little bit on the smaller side if you were to compare them to males, and they're hanging out together. Now that greater in front of their name does not mean that they are better than any of the species, just larger than, and they also have the lightest shade of pink feathers of any of the flamingos. But that iconic pink coloration is going to come from their diets. They eat a lot of brine shrimp, which is rich in beta-carotene, and that is a protein that gives them that coloration. Speeds for just a few hundred yards before they have to slow back down again. They're not just masters of speed, they're also masters of camouflage. Cheetahs can camouflage very well, especially during the day, which is why they're one of the only cat species that will actually hunt during the day. Now, being nocturnal means lions sleep and rest for about 16 to 20 hours a day. But that's not out of laziness. They do that to conserve their energy. And then at night, the females are the ones who go out and do all the hunting, while the male stays home to watch over the territory and protect the pride, which is what we call a group of lions. They'll weigh in about 3 pounds each, and that is equivalent.
All right, it was super fun. Nice way to start off the night. Beautiful night. Look at this tree. This is one of the best spots for photos on the way to Everest. It's about 6:20 and we're going on the single rider for Everest. Best part of the night. Basically just a walk on. Voila. Gotta love it. For Everest. Here we go. Everest is always so good. Always so good. Super fun. And don't know how much longer we have of this. It's pretty sad. Off to Dinosaur. Will this be my last ride ever on it? I don't know. Let's go. Ready to go. Pandora now. It is a really cool area. I feel like they could have done more with it, you know? Yeah. So, we're eating dinner. We got a cheeseburger pod, a big Powerade, and creamy dressing. This is the cross section of the cheeseburger pod. Basically the same thing as like the spring rolls at Magic Kingdom, but in pod form. Dinner was really good at Satuli Canteen. Now we're just walking out of Pandora. Alright, it's been about an hour and a half. I would say we got a lot done. We rode the safari, we rode Dinosaur, and we rode Everest, and then had dinner. All from 5:30 to 7. Definitely a great night at Animal Kingdom.